All right, humans. What we got here going today, we're going to do Druids. We're going to fall back on that. That came out of that autism shit. Uh, Definitely part of the autism, but we need to fall back to that because we didn't do a lot of explaining on that part of it. Okay? Because this is where the autism comes from. But we're going to go over a little bit more. Free. Okay? 10 fascinating facts about Druids here. Yeah, they said they could make it rain fire on their enemies. They scared the hell out of them Romans. They lied a lot. The Romans covered their asses. They never actually took over that part of the Highlands in the Celts Highlands. They kept coming into force. They kept dying. We got some shit they said to lie. So let's get to that. Their origins are a mystery. Well, I'm here to tell you all about the mystery. Okay? So I need y'all to read this here. We like oak. Now I'm going to tell you why about every indoor handrail up until about 1980, 90, every handrail you walked up and down was oak. That's all it was. You didn't use anything else but oak. And this is why. Very important. That's because we're nature people. Nature, okay? And what's funny is here we go. Druids were said to be magicians. They could pull all kind of crap out of nowhere. So you need to read up on these people. We'll tell you a little bit more about them as we go, how writing of books shows you a lot of it. A lot of your films show you too. You'll see where two people stole it. All right? I'm giving you all of it right now to see. We're soothsayers. That means we can tell you the future. We see the future. We dream. We interpret the dreams, and then we tell your dumbasses where to go. We're going down the center. We're taking this way because the shit y'all are doing ain't right. So we were in the ears of all kings. We appointed kings. Druids appointed kings. We told kings how to rule. We told you how to do law. We told you how to follow laws. And we'll get to that too. All right, here's one of your lies that they tried to put out about the Druids. These are the Romans, because they had to cover their asses. You know, you can't say, hey, we tried to fight these people and we lost. It doesn't look good for your record. You know, they wanted to be 10-0, not 9-1, because we were kicking their asses. So they said we had human sacrifices. No, we didn't have human sacrifices. What Druids did is we had law. And no matter what the hell it was, if you broke the law, you were punished. They called it human sacrifice. We just called it getting rid of the dumb shits. Because there's a certain way you have to be And if you're not that way, and you're bringing humanity down, somewhat what the Democrats are doing, all the lefties are bringing humanity down. They're taking us down. We're going back so far back. We lost 80 years because of them. Especially the black communities. They lost 150 years because of them damn Democrats. I'm really pissed off because they shouldn't be screwing you like that. We down the center here, we try to tell you, don't listen to them. They're leading you down the wrong path, but you want to be ignorant and don't want to listen. So we don't. They lied to cover their asses in the history, okay? They had to cover their asses. That's what them Romans did. Because they wasn't going to admit some people kicked their asses and they couldn't convert their asses. You come into the woods, you never made it out. No matter how many you sent in there. We were teachers. People come from everywhere to train with us because, like I said, they had to go around the planet and bring law and order and peace to the communities because y'all are just savages if you're left on your ignorant own. We can see that already here in other parts of the world too, where the idiots have went off the rails. Okay, that y'all voted that lefty shit in, and you're getting it's lefty. You're getting left behind. That's what they call left. You're left behind. Right is the right way. Left is left behind. See ya. We took all your shit and you're poor. You're left behind. That's why it's called left. Got to teach you ignorance. The brain. You got to see right is right. Left is left you. See ya. You're leftovers. You're done. Okay? Here we go. They had to train with us 20 years. We weren't just priests, okay? We were law and order. We were what was keeping humans to not be savages. So, there were also female druids. And this is where we're going to talk about how movies go into it. Okay? The female druids, because being a druid, you have certain powers that other people don't. It's fucking weird. I don't understand it that well, but y'all will. Female druids. We had a few. There's not a whole lot of them because mostly it runs down the male line mostly, but we do have females. And the females had the same rights as the males back when females didn't have any rights. But the druidists, they did. Druid women had all open rights just like a man. They could do the same crap. So, long time ago, because we've been around for a long ass time, we had to give you some rules because we kind of went into hiding around between the first and probably the 500s. Okay, right after Christ died, the first 100 and up to the first 500 years, we kind of went into hiding. We did a few things and moved some shit around and took the royal reigns for about 1,000 years in England and Wales because y'all ignorance over there couldn't do that shit. Y'all didn't know how to. Y'all had to be savages. Y'all let the Romans take over. We had to come out, push the Romans back, push people out, teach people. So at that point in time where we're out teaching people, we had this thing, we have a bunch of people we sent out to train with us, remember? They trained for us for 20 years, all right? 20 years they trained with us. You want to know who trained with us? Okay, These are the people that trained with us, because we had them write you a fucking owner's manual, kind of like an instruction guide. You know how you get a refrigerator or a phone, and it gives you a little instruction guide and tells you the right shit to do? Okay, well, these people wrote a bunch of shit for y'all. They wrote y'all a big giant fucking thing of shit to tell you to be right, not wrong. Okay, not left. You don't want to be left behind. So they didn't want to leave you behind. So they wrote a book for y'all so you wouldn't be left behind and you wouldn't be fucking savages. But it didn't work because y'all are just fucking stupid as shit and never really got far ahead. We tried the best we can to move you forward, but y'all don't want to move forward. Y'all keep stepping back. We're trying to move you 2 steps forward, and you keep kicking us in the balls and going 3 steps back. It's hard to keep y'all going forward, and now y'all are just fucking stupid as shit. You let the teachers' unions spend 45 years dumbing your asses up. I sat there and just watched it happen because I wanted to sit here at this point in time in the future and tell you this is what you did. Y'all made dumbass choices. Now I'm here to tell you where your dumbasses fucked up and we need to fix it, and you're going to listen to me so we can fix this shit. Because there's only 4 ways out of this. I already told you in the beginning. And one of them's AI is going to kill us. The other one is we're all going to live happily ever after on this little blue ball of shit. Okay? Everybody's going to be humans, and we're all going to see each other as humans. Okay, we're not going to be crazy trying to shove shit up people's asses and telling you this is chocolate ice cream when it's really a bowl of shit. Okay? So, 626 years ago, we had a bunch of these druids that trained with us to write shit for you idiots. This is what it's called. Okay? These people wrote you, as you see here, during Caesar's time, okay? Because you remember, Caesar's time, you got Jesus. Jesus is roaming around at that time, all right? You got to remember, there's a lot of druids. There's a shitload of them. Your little buddy Jesus that walked around, he claimed to be a druid. He claimed to be a sage. Okay, I'm a sage. I know everything. So I ain't your Jesus. I ain't your devil. I ain't your God. Believe me, I ain't religious at all. This is your guidebook for religion. Got nothing to do with me. Us druids got nothing to do with this shit. We just told people to write it for you dumbasses. All right, because we really don't need this shit. We're really ahead there. So you got we're going to go back to where we have film showing you druids. You had that book Dune, the movie, you know, the women, what the hell do they call them? The Jesuit. All right, that's what a druid woman is. She's like the Jesuit from Dune. Okay, and the males are way better than her. So that kind of tells you what it is. We're more on the Jedi side. We're more on the one that Lucas stole, okay, which he stole from Dune too, okay? Don't lie, George. You stole it from Dune. Okay, so, and then Dune stole it from us. So, we got that there. And next one is I'm going to teach you how to own your own business. for an $800 investment, how you can make, if you put into it, because this is what you have to do. To invest in the company, you have to put time into it. So I'm going to show you for $800 in an investment, and your ass walking around and doing it, making sure it runs and operates, and you're making money, because it's a pretty simple job. It's one of the easiest in the construction industry. It's where you're going to make the most money. That's where your most Mexicans are. Okay, see, this is what it is your Mexicans invest $800 and they make about $4,000 a week. 25, if you have the opportunity to make $2,400 to $4,500 a week. That's $10,000 a month. That's $120,000 a year. And that ain't good to live on, but it's what you put into it. If you put in 8 hours a day, you get probably about $2,500 a week. If you put in, like I did, 12 to 16 hours a day, heavy days, 7 days a week, you can make around $4,000 to $4,500. Okay. So next video, I'm going to show you how to own a company for an $800 investment, and you can make $4,500 if you put time into it. So all you idiots out there that think people just make money and it's easy, I'm going to show you how to do it. If you think it's so easy, I'm going to show you how easy it is to start. So thank you very much. This is the end of the Druids section, and now we're going to come back to that, and we're going to start showing you how to start a company. Thank you very much. Bye.